2008 was definitely a pivotal year for Derby here in Arizona, or was it the year of the pivot? Regardless, we reported on a ton of stuff, but these are the 5 top Grand Canyon State roller derby stories of 2008. At number 5, the furious truck stop waitresses, flinging hash and kicking ass since before the founding of TRD. This team has been a dynasty for many years with their undefeated record. However, with skaters starting to retire and other changes, the FTW dynasty was finally shattered in May of this past year as Vice Squad reigns on the Pink Parade, and then the Copper Queens would then get a win off of them. With 3 teams tied with a 4-2 record, Vice Squad manages to beat the waitresses again in the championship bout. At number 4, the hard time for the travel teams. Both AZRD and TRD have had their share of bad luck taking on the various travel teams, which included a progressive drop in rankings throughout the year. While Tucson did defeat Dominion and Dallas this year, their losses, especially against other WIFTA powerhouse teams like Gotham and Windy City, was not a good sign of things to come. AZRD's Tent City Terrors only played 2 interleague games in 2008, falling to defeat by rookie team Sacred City, as well as established Rose City. Number 3 is the 2008 expansion team for the Arizona Derby Dames, the Runaway Brides. Led by Captain Ann Thrash, the team known by some fans for their ruffled panties was able to defeat every team during the regular season with one notable exception, the Brutal Beauties. This would change when it was the most important, the championship bout, when the Runaway Brides would beat the Beauties 94-70. This defeat would also topple a 3-season Brutal Beauty dynasty and will definitely have an impact on the direction of the 2009 season. Number 2 was the shortest-lived roller derby team in Arizona. 3 AZRD skaters made a bold move to try to raise money for the team and for the league, as well as give the team more autonomy. The moves that they made drove AZRD to threaten these skaters with expulsion if they didn't dissolve their operation. Instead, these 3 skaters, as well as a dozen others, left AZRD and formed their own team, the Arizona Bruisers. The Bruisers would go on to play 2 scrimmages, one against the Copper Queens of TRD and another against a team from Duke City. They lost both scrimmages. AZRD refused to let go of the Bruiser name, so they established a new Bruiser team with original Bruiser captain Ivana Spankin. Amid a name dispute, the Arizona Bruisers would eventually change their name to the Phoenix City Rollers. Additional scandals and drama led to 2 of the 3 founders leaving Derby altogether and the PCR folding up. And the number 1 reported story on Real Derby in 2008 was the return of the Renegade Rollergirls. Last year around this time, we were covering the Renegades playing demo bouts on tennis courts in city parks, but things were looking up for the No Rules League as a warehouse venue was secured in Central Phoenix. The Renegades would hold a by-invitation only bout that was being recorded by ESPN for a report on roller derby. In May, the Renegades would hold their first public bout of 2008 at a different warehouse on the same property, and No Rules Roller Derby is back. In that bout, the Arizona Renegades defeated the Orange County Renegades 63-24. The Gades would later take on San Diego and the California All-Stars and win both bouts. But they met their match in November when the Arizona Derby Dames played the Renegades in the first interleague game between 2 Phoenix leagues. The Dames would manage to beat the Arizona Renegades 15-0. In 2008, the Michi-chan Derby Love Tour was at 29 different derby events throughout the state, and we had a lot of fun, made a lot of friends, and we have great memories. do it for Michi-chan's Real Derby. During this past year, I hope I've been able to bring you Arizona's Derby the best that I can. You know I've pissed off a few of you over this time, and unfortunately, if you want to be a sport, you got to take criticism, and this is what it's all about. If you can't take the criticism, then Derby won't go any further than the lifestyle section and human interest stories on the evening news. Okay, until then, skate hard, skate safe, Happy New Year, Michi-chan, Derby love.
You're my ginger, you're my fire.
What did I do on my summer vacation? I did a lot of derby. Even when I traveled, I went to Mexico, brought my skates. I skate around the hotel room.
I skated a lot, and I went to the LA Derby Dolls, had a skate camp.
I went to derby camp in LA, the LA Derby Dolls, in their bank track. It was really cool. It makes you go a lot faster, but it's really hard to get used to. So when we first got up there, we were really scared, but eventually it's just like regular skate.
I went to the LA Derby Dolls Rollergirls. It was really scary at first because it was so different, but then once we got used to it, it was really, really fun.
Another swell TV show from REC.